Hello, welcome everybody. Paul Chavez here, and I'm making this video because I want to share with you why I believe that you are appropriate and very well suited to join the revolution now. Join Revolution Now. Join Revolution Now is something that James Chavez, my brother, and I came up with to name what we are focused on as of this point in my life. So, what is the revolution? How are we revolutionizing, empowering communities, empowering human beings that are struggling with pain and difficulty? Specifically, substance use disorders, mental health, and homelessness. We believe that there needs to be a revolutionary approach to healing and empowerment, and that 10% success with substance use disorder is just not going to cut it. And so how are we going to do it? How are we going to solve this problem of pain and trauma that looks like addiction and homelessness and mental health issues? We are going to use technology. We are going to use connection. So we have technology that focuses on engagement, technology that focuses on collecting data, technology that focuses on rewarding, technology that focuses on keeping score. So instead of doing a typical mental health program, behavioral health agency, that is really focused from a for-profit model, right? A lot of us understand that the medical system and behavioral health is just as medical as breaking your leg, right? Or having diabetes. Substance use disorder treatment is also medical. And the medical system is a for-profit model. Now, I'm a capitalist. I love capitalism. I have no problems with making money for doing a service, and we should all go out and do that. But when we're talking about something that is so critical to our community, to our friends, to our families, to ourselves, that should profit be the main focus? Now, I'm not saying that there's not for-profit companies out there in this arena that are not doing an amazing job and that do not lose the healing capacity or empowerment capacity at the expense of the profit. But I do feel that there's a lot more room for doing more. And so the revolutionary approach to substance use, mental health, and homelessness is being innovative and inviting the client to join the revolution. So that's the beauty of what we're doing. On day one, when a client comes to our agency at State of the Heart Recovery, which is just one example of different ways to revolutionize care. So Join Revolution Now lets you bring your community's solutions to the table. And I only have one example. I have State of the Heart Recovery's examples of innovation and what they're doing in our so-called laboratory of healing and empowerment. That's in the International District in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So that's one example. But Join Revolution Now allows everybody from all parts of the planet to share what they think is a viable solution, a more powerful way to heal and empower our communities and ourselves. So what are we doing at State of the Heart Recovery? Why is it revolutionary? We're a nonprofit model. So we think that if we take all the profit and focus it on the best experience for the staff and the clients, that we have a recipe for healing. So we have the best training, the best supervision, the lowest caseload, the lowest amount of burnout, and the highest reward system, and giving back to the community members that are seeking the healing. So That might include virtual reality or sensory deprivation tank or a massage or yoga or acupuncture or augmented reality or sensory feedback devices that are hooked up to the virtual reality experience of heart rate variability or EEG, measuring your brain waves. Ways for the clients, the parts of the community that are struggling to learn more about themselves. At State of the Heart Recovery, we don't call it therapy or counseling because most of our clients have had bad experiences with that. Instead, we refer to it as training. Emotional power and mental power training. So we are a training center for emotional and mental power, the capacity to self-regulate, the capacity to understand yourself in a more powerful way. And we invite our clients to join this revolutionary approach and have a seat at the table to help us understand what are we doing well, what are we not doing well, how can we do it differently, what about the group work or the individual training that they're doing is helpful and what isn't helpful. And we just work every day in innovating every single day to create the recipe, and we're tracking what's happening on a daily basis. So why the revolution applies to you is because you may be in a position right now where you're feeling like there's not enough purpose in your day-to-day life. Maybe it's not, maybe you don't have a job anymore because technology has taken its place, or maybe you're now wealthy because of cryptocurrency or other investments, and you're just not sure how to spend your time. So this is a job for a detective in a sense, right? Let's go find the algorithm. Let's go find the recipe for supporting and empowering our communities. So at State of the Heart Recovery, we have a 9,000 square foot building, and we have things like a sensory deprivation tank and all the other things I mentioned. But what about the social determinants of health, right? So the fact that we give showers to our clients, the fact that we give free storage to our clients that are homeless, the fact that they have a closet to get clothes from, the fact that they have 3 washers and 3 dryers and staff that will wash their clothes while they're showering so they don't have to put those clothes back on, the fact that they have food cooked for them and served to them, even as simple as a restroom available to them from being out on the streets, right? And what about the idea that 60 to 90 days after they've proven their sobriety, you know, there's, I like to call it safety, right? Because if you're not sober, you're not safe, and what we're looking for is safety. That we commit to them a job and housing if they have worked through those 60 to 90 days of sobriety. And so I really am asking that you join the mission, that you share with us what you're doing in your community, or what anybody in your community is doing, right or wrong, and how we can support and build each other up. Because technology is moving at an exponential pace, and there's multiple parts of technology that are moving on their own exponential curve, but coupled together, like DNA science, coupled with robotics, coupled with artificial intelligence, these things, as they merge together, the scale, the exponential growth that we're talking about, it's hard to fathom in our brains. It's hard to understand that. And so if we don't have solutions to the pain and the trauma and the concerns that human beings are struggling with, that also can scale on an exponential curve, we're in for a lot more pain and suffering. And so our belief at State of the Heart Recovery is to integrate state-of-the-art technology with healing and empowerment. So please join us if you're interested and you know about products that help us understand ourselves better, that have to do with technology. Let's talk about them, let's scale the solutions, and let's support each other, and let's get the resources to the solutions that are working. And thank you for your time. Join Revolution Now. The links are below. Thank you so much, and make an amazing rest of your day.